Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to continue on working with subject-verb agreement. Let's begin by reviewing how to write the 4 different types of sentences. So the 4 types that we will be writing are commands, questions, exclamations, and statements. Using the correct subject-verb agreement, writing sentences that have singular or plural subjects that use s, es, ies, or irregular plurals, and write the correct verb to match the subject. Before we begin, let's practice with our signal. Remember, our signal that we use is the pencil tap, and it sounds like this. When you hear that, you will answer in unison. Let's begin. Today is Wednesday. What is today? Do we arrive to school in the morning or the afternoon? What color is my pencil? Good job waiting for the signal and then answering in unison after hearing it. Now let's take a look at our review probe. Let's take a look at number 1. The sentence needs to be a statement. Let's look at the word bank. How about we use the plural subject girls? Is girls plural or is it singular? That is correct. The word is plural. Now that we know it is plural, what kind of verb do we need to use? Yes, that's correct. Since the word is plural, we need to use a plural verb. Would this sentence be a statement with correct subject-verb agreement? The girls love shopping. That is correct. That sentence does have correct subject-verb agreement. Good job working through that review question. Now for the rest of the review, I want you to complete the worksheet on your own. You will be creating your own sentences using the 4 sentence types. Be sure to use correct subject-verb agreement. I will be giving you 10 minutes to complete this. You may begin. Great job working through the review. Now we will be working on something else. So today we will be working on the subject-verb agreement where you will write sentences that have either singular or plural subjects that use compound subjects. And you will write the correct verb to match the subject. And you will be writing the 4 sentence types. Just another review, the 4 sentence types are commands, statements, questions, and exclamations. Now I want you to look at the visual aid and follow along with me as I read it aloud. Subject-verb agreement is when the subject and verb agree in number. If the subject of the sentence is singular, then the verb needs to be singular. If the subject of the sentence is plural, then the verb needs to be plural. Singular subjects are just one person, place, thing, or idea. Examples of this are lady, man, playground, building, city, John, Empire State Building, Dr. Frederick, Fazoli's, scooter, freedom, child, and goose. Example 1. Singular subject statement. Look at the word bank. I am going to write a statement using the subject, the cats or the dog. The cats or the dog digs in the trash. This sentence has a singular compound subject, the cats or the dog, and a singular verb, digs. This sentence is a statement that is telling the reader something. This sentence begins with a capital letter and ends in a period, much like statements end in a period. Example 2. Plural subject, question. Look at the word bank. I'm going to write a statement using the subject, girls and boys. Do the boys and girls like the new playground equipment? This sentence has a plural compound subject, girls and boys, and a plural verb, like. This sentence is a question and asks the reader something. The sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a question mark, just like a question does. Example 3 is a command. Look at this word bank. I'm I'm going to write a command using the compound subject, the cows or the horse. Put enough hay out for the cows or the horse. This sentence has the compound subject, cows and horse. This sentence begins with a capital letter and ends in a period, just like commands do. Example 4, exclamation with plural subject. Look at the word bank. I'm going to write a command using the compound subject, neither the girls nor the boys. Neither the girls nor the boys know how to follow the directions. This sentence has a plural compound subject and a plural verb, know. This sentence has an exclamation showing excitement and an exclamation point, much like exclamatory sentences do. Now we will practice together. You are going to write sentences on the answer board. Once you write your sentence, test your answer board. Then flip your answer boards when I give the signal. The signal will be me saying, flip it. And when you hear that, everyone will turn their answer boards at the same time. So let's practice our signal. What color is my pen? Write the color on your board. Flip it. Do we arrive to school in the morning or in the afternoon? Write your answer. Flip it. Today is Tuesday. Write what day it is on your board. Flip it. Great work listening for the signal and flipping in unison when hearing the signal. Now I'm going to tell you what type of sentence to write, and you will use a compound subject. Here we go. I want you to write a question using a compound subject. Flip it. Now I want you to write a command using a compound subject. Flip it. Now I want you to write an exclamatory sentence using a compound subject. Flip it. Now, lastly, I want you to write a statement using a compound subject. Flip it. Great job going through that practice with me. Now you're going to practice with your peers. Peer number 1 will select baggie number 1 and administer these to your peer number 2. Peer 1 will be the teacher and peer 2 will be the student. Peer 1, make sure peer 2 reads the sentence on the card and then tells if this sentence is a statement, a command, a question, or an exclamation. The answers are also given on the back of the task card. After peer number 2 reads and selects verb, check to see if this is correct. If it is not correct, peer 1 will explain why the answer is incorrect and what the correct answer should be. Peer 1 and peer 2 will then switch roles. So then peer 2 will select baggie number 2 and administer those to peer 1. Peer 2 makes sure peer 1 reads the sentences on the card and selects the correct sentence type. The answers are on the back of the task cards. After peer 1 reads and selects the sentence type, check to see if they are correct or not. If they are not, peer 2, you will explain why the answer is not correct and what the correct answer should be. Now you will work on your own. You will circle the correct verb that goes with its subject. When you finish with today's independent practice, you will work on this related practice task. You will underline the subject once and circle the verb or predicate. If the sentence is missing either of these parts, it is considered a fragment. If it is a fragment, write the fragment and then correct the sentence. Great job working through today's lesson. So let's go over a summary of everything that we went over today. So today we learned about subject-verb agreement with the 4 types of sentences: exclamation, statement, question, and command. Now I'm going to give you some questions and I want you to answer using our signal, which is the pencil tab. What is an example of an exclamatory sentence that has correct subject-verb agreement in a plural compound verb? Great job. What is an example of a question sentence that has a correct subject-verb agreement in a singular compound verb? What is an example of a statement sentence that has correct subject-verb agreement in a singular compound verb? And lastly, what is an example of a command sentence that has correct subject-verb agreement in a plural compound verb? Great job working today. I see that you guys have learned a lot about the 4 sentence types and using those and relating that to subject-verb agreement when we write sentences. You guys did such a great job today, and I can't wait to work with you guys again. Bye!